Hey everyone! Welcome back to another video here on Zen Otaku. Today I've got a theme that so many of you have been asking for, the top 8 best dark anime to watch. And when I say dark, I mean those stories that dive deep into the psychological, the horror, the gore, the tension, the kind of anime that sticks with you for days after you've watched it. So grab your headphones because this one's going to get intense. Before we start, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Now, let's dive straight into our dark ranking. In 8th place, we have Texhnolyze. This 2003 series is one of the most underrated gems in the cyberpunk and dark anime genre. Set in a dystopian underground city called Lux, the story follows Ichais, a fighter who loses an arm and a leg, only to be fitted with cybernetic prosthetics known as Texhnolyze. The anime explores despair, human decay, and survival in a collapsing society where technology and corruption are intertwined. What makes Texhnolyze so unique is its pacing and atmosphere. The first episode barely has dialogue, relying instead on visuals to immerse you in its bleak world. It's not a casual watch. It demands patience and rewards you with deep themes about humanity's future. If you liked Serial Experiments Lane or anything that plays with existential dread, this is for you. In 7th place comes Devilman Crybaby. Released in 2018 and directed by Masaki Yuasa, this modern reimagining of Go Nagai's classic manga shocked audiences with its brutal visuals and heartbreaking story. It follows Akira Fudo, a kind-hearted boy who merges with a demon to protect humanity, becoming Devilman. But as humans and demons collide, the line between good and evil blurs until everything spirals into tragedy. This anime is famous for its extreme violence, surreal animation style, and emotional impact. The ending is devastating, and that's what makes it unforgettable. One cool fact, Go Nagai's original Devilman manga from the 70s was already groundbreaking for its dark themes, and Crybaby managed to capture its essence while updating it for a modern audience. In 6th place, we have Higurashi no Naku Koro ni, also known as When They Cry. This anime originated from a Japanese visual novel released in the early 2000s and became famous for mixing mystery, psychological horror, and graphic violence. The story takes place in a seemingly peaceful village called Hinamizawa. But beneath the calm, there's a curse that causes bizarre deaths every year during the local festival. The protagonist, Keiichi Maibara, is a boy who moves to the village and quickly befriends a group of local girls. At first, everything feels lighthearted and cute, but that changes fast. Out of nowhere, Keiichi starts noticing that his friends are hiding dark secrets, and with each episode, the tension keeps building. The anime plays a lot with expectations. You think you're watching a cheerful slice of life, but suddenly, you're stuck in a nightmare of paranoia and brutal murders. One fascinating detail is that Higurashi doesn't just follow one linear narrative. Instead, it presents different story arcs that repeat in cycles, each showing variations of the same events. This keeps viewers constantly piecing together the mystery of what's really happening. It's a perfect anime for fans of layered mystery and horror. In 5th place, we have Elfen Lie. This anime is based on the manga by Lin Okamoto, first published in 2002. And let me tell you, it does not hold back on blood and brutality. The story centers on Lucy, a Declonius, a mutated human with horns and devastating telekinetic powers. The anime starts with one of the most violent opening scenes of its time, Lucy escaping from a secret lab and leaving a trail of destruction behind. But beyond the gore, Elfen Lie delivers drama and emotion. Lucy is a complex character, shifting between her deadly, violent side and an innocent, almost childlike version of herself named New, who emerges after she experiences trauma. This contrast gives the story depth, showing that not everything is black and white. The plot also touches on themes like prejudice, isolation, and cruel scientific experiments. A fun fact is that Elfen Lie became more famous in the West than in Japan, achieving cult status among fans who enjoy violent and psychological anime. If you're after a dark series that blends gore, philosophy, and raw emotion, Elfen Lie is a must. Our 4th place goes to Paranoia Agent, or Musu Darinen, created by the legendary director Satoshi Kon. For those who don't know, Satoshi Kon was behind some of the most impactful psychological works in anime, like Perfect Blue and Paprika. Released in 2004, this series follows a mysterious boy known as Shunin Bat, who attacks people in the streets with a golden baseball bat. What begins as a simple case of urban violence quickly spirals into something much bigger. Each episode focuses on a different character, all of whom are struggling with psychological, social, or existential issues. And Shunin Bat always seems to appear when these people reach their breaking point. It's as if he's the physical manifestation of society's fears and paranoia. What makes Paranoia Agent so memorable is how it blurs the line between reality and delusion. Many times you're left unsure whether what you're seeing is real or just in the characters' heads. That's the whole point, to explore how the human mind can be twisted under pressure. This isn't a bloody or gory anime, but its psychological impact is intense. Once you've seen it, you won't forget it. Coming in at third place is Another. This anime, released in 2012, is based on a light novel by Yukito Ayatsuji from 2009. The story begins when Koichi, a transfer student, joins a school in a small town. Soon he realizes that something is seriously wrong with his class. A mysterious curse causes students and people connected to the class to die in horrific, bizarre ways. The atmosphere in Another is pure suspense. From the eerie soundtrack to the way scenes are directed, everything makes you feel like something terrible is about to happen. And it always does. The deaths are creative and gruesome, reminiscent of the Final Destination movies. But the real hook is the mystery. Why are these deaths happening? And who is the key to ending the curse? One standout character is Mei Misaki, the girl with the eye patch, who's become an icon of the series. She embodies that mysterious, enigmatic type who hides more than she reveals. The anime is short enough to binge in a weekend, but brace yourself. The deaths are graphic and intense. Our second place is Erased, or Boku Dake ga Inai Machi. This 2016 anime is based on the manga by Kei Sanbei, which started in 2012. Here we get a mix of suspense, drama, and even time travel. The protagonist, Satoru Fujinuma, is a 29-year-old man with a strange ability. He can travel back a few minutes in time whenever something bad is about to happen around him. This ability takes on a whole new level when Satoru is falsely accused of murder. Suddenly, he's sent back not just minutes, but 18 years into the past, back to his childhood. There, he realizes he has a chance to prevent a series of kidnappings and murders that haunted his town. The anime blends mystery with touching emotional moments, especially the bonds between the kids and the struggles they face. What's great about Erased is that it doesn't just focus on solving the crime. It also explores family struggles, bullying, and the power of friendship. A cool fact: the anime was so popular it got both a live-action movie and a live-action series adaptation, available on streaming platforms. If you're into suspense with a dose of emotion, this one's a gem. Finally, in first place, we have Tokyo Ghoul. Based on the manga by Sui Ishida, published in 2011, this anime is a landmark when it comes to dark storytelling. It follows Kaneki, a regular college student who, after a deadly encounter with a ghoul, becomes half human, half ghoul. From that moment, his life is turned upside down as he struggles with a hunger for human flesh and a sense of not belonging to either world. What makes Tokyo Ghoul stand out is its atmosphere. It shows a society divided between humans hunting ghouls and ghouls just trying to survive. Kaneki is caught right in the middle, desperately trying to hold on to his humanity while being forced to embrace his monstrous side. His character development is one of the strongest parts of the story, especially as he accepts who he really is. Beyond the action and the heavy gore, Tokyo Ghoul also digs into themes like prejudice, empathy, and survival. A fun fact is that creator Sui Ishida often sprinkled in literary and philosophical references. Franz Kafka, for example, whose works tie in perfectly with themes of transformation and monstrosity. Even though the anime adaptation received some criticism compared to the manga, Tokyo Ghoul still defined a generation of fans. So, did you enjoy this top 8 dark anime? We've covered everything from the cyberpunk despair of Texhnolyze to the emotional devastation of Devilman Crybaby, the psychological horror of Paranoia Agent, the brutal violence of Elfen Lie, and the haunting drama of Tokyo Ghoul. Each one has its own style, but they all share that heavy, gripping atmosphere that keeps you hooked until the end. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Zen Otaku, and share it with your friends who also love dark anime. And tell me in the comments, which of these have you already watched? And which anime do you think should make it into the next ranking? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video here on Zen Otaku. Until then, sweet dreams. Or should I say, nightmares.